So you're trying to start an AI agency. I bet you've felt this. You're caught in that endless rabbit hole of new tools, right? You spend weeks, maybe even months, learning every new platform, watching tutorial after tutorial. You feel busy, but you're not actually building a business. Well, let's cut through the noise. We're going to dive into the 6 foundational skills that will actually get you paid clients. This quote from Michel Torti just hits the nail on the head. He calls it the illusion of progress. And it feels so productive, doesn't it? You're learning, you're sharpening your technical skills. But here's the hard truth. If it's not bringing in money or landing you clients, it's a trap. A lot of people get stuck here. But the answer isn't learning another tool. It's about shifting your focus entirely. Think about it like this. The tools, they're just a vehicle. They're going to change constantly. What's hot today will be old news next year. But the skills, you are the driver. Those skills are foundational. They're not about how you build something, they're about why and what you're building in the first place. The most successful agencies figure out the business problem first, and then they go pick the right car for the job. Okay, so we've broken down these 6 essential skills into 2 main parts. The first 3 are what I call the business skills. This is all about how you actually get clients in the door, how you close deals, and, how you get paid. First up, and you could argue this is the most important skill of all, is problem discovery. See, here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They build a really cool automation, and then they run around trying to find someone to sell it to. That is completely backwards. Your real job isn't to be a builder, it's to be a detective. Business owners know they have problems, but they usually don't know the root cause or what to automate. Your job is to find that real bottleneck. And here's a perfect story of that detective work in action. A marketing agency came asking for help with lead generation. But after asking a few simple questions, it was obvious that wasn't the real problem. The real issue was their lead follow-up. They were taking hours, sometimes days, to respond. So we built a system that followed up in under 5 minutes. And boom, their conversions went up by 30%. That's the power of solving the actual problem. Okay, so once you've found that real problem, you need a way to package the solution. And that brings us right to skill number 2, offer creation. Look, saying I build custom AI solutions is it's too vague. It sells nothing. A really powerful offer has 3 super clear parts: who you are helping, the specific outcome they are going to get, and the mechanism or the way you'll get them that outcome. And just look at the difference here. On one side, you have the vague offer. We automate local businesses. What does that even mean? But on the other side, we help roofing companies never miss an inbound call by installing a 24/7 AI receptionist. Now that is an offer a roofer can hear and immediately go, yes, I need that. It's specific, it solves a painful, expensive problem, and it's crystal clear. So you have this amazing offer. How do you sell it? Well, sales doesn't have to be this slick, complicated thing. It's really just a simple 2-step conversation. First is the discovery call. That's where you put on your detective hat again, you diagnose their problem, and make sure they're actually a good fit to work with. Then, on the second call, the proposal call, you just present your specific offer as the perfect solution to their problem. That's it. It's just about understanding and then solving. Great, but it doesn't stop there. This brings us to the 3rd business skill: client communication. You have to be the bridge for the entire project. Your clients don't speak the language of APIs and webhooks and JSON. They speak the language of outcomes, profits, and save time. Your job, your real value, is being the expert translator who makes all the complex tech stuff sound simple and keeps them feeling confident. And this is the perfect example of what that translation looks like. On the left, you've got the tech speak that would make a client's eyes just glaze over. But on the right, a clear, simple outcome. It's the same exact system, but one is communicating value and the other is just communicating complexity. You have to always speak the language of results. All right, so you've done the hard part, you've landed the client. Now you actually have to deliver. And that's where we get to part 2, the execution skills. This is all about how you get amazing results, keep your clients thrilled, and build a business that basically grows itself through word of mouth. Now, pay attention to this. Notice that technical proficiency is skill number 4, not number 1. This is so important. Your goal is not to become the world's greatest expert on every single no-code platform out there. Your goal is to become just good enough in the right tools to solve your client's specific problem. So how do you do that without getting trapped in tutorial hell? You learn with purpose. Pick a vertical, like AI voice agents. Then learn only the specific tools you need for that job. And here's the most important part.
Learn by doing. Don't just watch a video, build the thing right alongside it. Remember, you only need to be one step ahead of your client, not 100 steps. Okay, next up is a skill that will make you look like an absolute pro: process mapping. To a client, an automation can feel like this vague, magical black box. When you map out the process, you take that invisible idea and you make it something real, something tangible they can see. This builds an incredible amount of trust and clarity. So let's go back to that lead follow-up automation. When you show this simple step-by-step flowchart to a client, you can literally see the light bulb turn on above their head. They get it. It goes from being some weird AI thing to a logical system they can actually understand. That's the moment they look at you and say, okay, yeah, now this makes sense. And that brings us to our final skill, project management. This is the backbone that holds the entire project together. Let's be honest, these projects have a lot of moving parts. Without a good system to manage deadlines, tasks, and communication, things can fall apart fast. Good project management is what guarantees a smooth, professional client experience from start to finish.
And this doesn't have to be super complicated. Just use a central hub like Notion or Asana so everything's in one place. Send regular updates, even if it's a quick note saying, hey, we're on track. And here is the golden rule, the most important part. Always under-promise and over-deliver. If you think a project will take 4 weeks, you tell the client it'll take 6. That buffer protects you and makes you look like a rock star when you deliver early. So, let's recap. There they are, the 6 essential skills. You've got your business skills, problem discovery, offer creation, and client communication. These are what get you paid. And then you have your execution skills, no-code proficiency, process mapping, and project management. These are what get you incredible results and turn happy clients into your best salespeople. So now you have the full roadmap. This isn't about just learning another tool because it's new and shiny. It's about building these real foundational skills. So the question isn't what you should learn next. The real question is, what is the one action you're going to take today? Which one of these skills will you start working on to finally move past that illusion of progress and start building a real profitable business?